Noam Chomsky, a renowned scholar and activist, has significantly shaped political thought. His contributions span across various fields, making him a towering figure in contemporary intellectual history. Born in Philadelphia in 1928, Chomsky rose to prominence as a linguist, revolutionizing the field with his theory of universal grammar. This groundbreaking theory proposed that the ability to acquire language is innate to humans, fundamentally changing our understanding of linguistics and cognitive science. However, his intellectual pursuits extended far beyond linguistics, delving deeply into political philosophy, activism, and social critique. Chomsky's interdisciplinary approach allowed him to connect linguistic theories with broader social and political issues, making his work relevant to a wide audience. Chomsky's critiques of U.S. foreign policy, capitalism, and state power established him as a leading voice of dissent. His book, Manufacturing Consent, co-authored with Edward S. Herman, exposed the ways in which media serves the interests of powerful elites, shaping public perception and discourse. Chomsky's political philosophy, often labeled as anarcho-syndicalism or libertarian socialism, draws heavily from anarchist and Marxist thought. He advocates for a society where power is decentralized and individuals have greater control over their lives and work. His work consistently advocates for direct democracy, worker self-management, and the dismantling of hierarchical structures of power. Chomsky believes that true freedom and justice can only be achieved when individuals participate directly in decision-making processes that affect their lives. Chomsky's impact resonates across academic and activist circles, inspiring generations to question authority and strive for a more just and equitable society. His lectures at MIT and other institutions have influenced countless students and scholars, encouraging them to think critically about the world around them. Chomsky's influence extends beyond academia, shaping public discourse and inspiring social movements worldwide. His writings have been translated into numerous languages, reaching a global audience and sparking debates on critical issues such as human rights, environmental sustainability, and economic inequality. His writings, lectures, and interviews, known for their clarity and incisiveness, have sparked critical thinking and ignited activism on a global scale. Chomsky's ability to articulate complex ideas in an accessible manner has made him a beloved figure among activists and intellectuals alike. Chomsky's unwavering commitment to social justice, his penetrating analysis of power structures, and his eloquent articulation of anarchist and socialist principles have cemented his place as one of the most influential public intellectuals of our time. His legacy continues to inspire new generations to challenge the status quo and envision a more equitable and just world. Anarchism, as Chomsky interprets it, is not about chaos or disorder. It's about maximizing individual freedom and minimizing unjust hierarchies. Chomsky sees anarchism as a system where people voluntarily cooperate, without being forced by governments or bosses. Imagine a society where schools, workplaces, and communities are self-governed. Decisions are made collectively, with everyone having an equal say. This is the essence of Chomsky's anarchism. Chomsky believes humans are naturally capable of cooperation and rationality. He argues that it's the oppressive structures of power that corrupt this nature, leading to inequality and injustice. While Chomsky is often labeled an anarchist, he sees value in certain aspects of Marxism. He doesn't fully align with Marxist ideology but appreciates its analytical tools. He acknowledges Marx's critique of capitalism, particularly its tendency to concentrate wealth and power in the hands of a few. This concentration, Chomsky argues, leads to significant social and economic inequalities. Chomsky believes that understanding the dynamics of capitalism, as Marx did, is crucial for challenging it effectively. He often points out how modern capitalism continues to perpetuate these inequalities, making it relevant to study Marx's work even today. He sees the exploitation inherent in the capitalist system as a major obstacle to achieving a truly free and just society. For Chomsky, the fight against capitalism is also a fight for human dignity and fairness. However, Chomsky also critiques aspects of Marxism, particularly its historical association with authoritarian regimes. He is wary of how Marxist principles have been used to justify oppressive governments. He argues that true socialism must be democratic and decentralized, empowering individuals rather than concentrating power in the hands of the state. Chomsky envisions a society where people have a direct say in the decisions that affect their lives, promoting a more equitable and participatory form of governance. In his book Anarchism, Marxism, and Hope for the Future, Chomsky delves deeper into these ideas. He explores the historical interplay between anarchism and Marxism, highlighting both their common ground and their points of divergence. Chomsky argues that both traditions share a commitment to social justice and a critique of oppressive power structures. He sees them as complementary forces working towards a more egalitarian future. The book examines various social movements and historical events through the lens of anarchism and Marxism. Chomsky analyzes the successes and failures of these movements, drawing lessons for contemporary struggles. Section 5. Real-world examples, Chomsky's evidence. Chomsky often points to historical and contemporary examples to illustrate his points. He cites the Spanish Civil War, where anarchists created a society based on worker self-management and collectivization as an example of anarchism in action. He also highlights the Zapatista movement in Mexico, where indigenous communities have established autonomous zones with their own systems of governance and justice, as a modern example of anarchist principles being put into practice. These examples, Chomsky argues, demonstrate that alternative forms of social organization are possible, challenging the notion that hierarchy and oppression are inevitable. Section 6. Chomsky's optimism, a future of hope. Despite his sharp critiques of power, Chomsky maintains a sense of cautious optimism about the future. He argues that while the challenges we face are immense, they are not insurmountable. Through collective action and persistent effort, he believes that meaningful change is possible. He believes that human beings have the capacity to create a better world, free from exploitation and oppression. This belief is rooted in his deep understanding of history and human potential. Chomsky sees hope in the countless acts of resistance and solidarity happening every day around the world. These acts, whether big or small, contribute to a larger movement towards justice and equality. He points to grassroots movements, community organizing, and local initiatives as the bedrock of societal change. These efforts, often led by ordinary people, demonstrate the power of collective action. Individual acts of defiance also play a crucial role. They show that people are not willing to accept the status quo and are ready to fight for a better future. For Chomsky, the future is not predetermined. It is a canvas that we can shape with our decisions and actions. It is shaped by the choices we make and the actions we take. Every decision, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture. He believes that by working together, we can create a more just and equitable society for all. This vision of a better future is not just a dream, but a tangible goal that we can achieve through unity and perseverance. Section 7. The uniqueness of Chomsky's perspective. Chomsky's perspective is unique in its blend of scholarly rigor and radical politics. He combines a deep understanding of linguistics, history, and political philosophy with a passionate commitment to social justice. Unlike many academics who stay confined to the ivory tower, Chomsky actively engages with social movements and speaks truth to power. He doesn't shy away from criticizing those in power, regardless of their political affiliation. Chomsky's willingness to challenge conventional wisdom, his accessibility to a wide audience, and his unwavering commitment to his principles make him a truly unique and influential figure. Section 8. Chomsky's relevance today. In a world grappling with increasing inequality, climate change, and the erosion of democratic values, Chomsky's ideas are more relevant than ever. His critiques of capitalism, imperialism, and the concentration of power resonate deeply with those seeking alternatives to the status quo. Chomsky's emphasis on direct democracy, worker self-management, and community control offers a compelling vision for a more just and sustainable future. His work provides a framework for understanding the root causes of social problems and inspires us to imagine and fight for a better world. Section 9. Conclusion, a call to action. Chomsky's work is not just about understanding the world, it's about changing it. He challenges us to question everything, to challenge authority, and to actively participate in shaping our own destinies. His message is clear: a better world is possible, but it won't be handed to us. It requires constant struggle, organization, and a belief in the power of collective action. Chomsky's legacy lies not just in his words, but in the countless individuals he has inspired to take action and fight for a more just and equitable world.